Now, earlier today, Donald Trump signed an executive order approving the Dakota Access Pipeline. And also, along with that, he decided to bring back the once thought dead Keystone XL pipeline. So immediately when I saw that, my first thoughts were, well, we're fucked. I mean, there goes the environment, essentially. Now, upon signing the executive order, Trump said it is subject to a renegotiation of terms by us, and and if they like, we'll see if we can get that pipeline built. Trump jargon. Lots of jobs, 28,000 jobs, great construction jobs. And then he added,
believe me.
I'm sorry, reading Donald Trump quotes is hard. It is difficult. Tremendously difficult. So, first of all, 28,000 jobs, where's he pulling that number out of? Oh, right, his ass. It's been shown that these pipeline projects do not create the vast numbers of jobs that they claim. They're actually, I don't know, they're lying or giving what they call alternative facts. It's not going to create 28,000 jobs. And later on, I'm going to address the domestic issue because, again, they're going to say, oh, but domestic energy, we got to get away from the Saudi Arabia fossil fuels or from the Middle East and do energy independence. Again, I'm going to show you later on this crock of shit. But first on, the most important thing right here is what this means for Standing Rock. Now, already, and some of you might be aware, some of you not aware, great reporting from Jordan Sheridan on the police presence in North Dakota. See, the fight against DAPL was still going on. And it's still going on. There are still people there. It just hasn't been getting the media coverage that it had previously after the Obama denied the easement. But there was still stuff going on there. So now there's a huge police presence at Standing Rock. It's been there. And now, look, it's going to get bigger. Now they've got the full backing of President Trump. And President Trump, and we already knew this was going to happen. As soon as Donald Trump won the election, we were like, oh shit. He's going to go after DAPL. He's going to go after and try to approve these different pipeline projects. We didn't know he was going to bring back Keystone. So that's just an added bonus on the shit cake. So, but anyway, now they're going to drill under the Lake Oahe. And look, things that we said were going to happen are now most likely going to happen. At some point, there's going to be a pipeline spill. And it's going to contaminate the drinking water. It's going to devastate the Native Americans and their sacred land. And also, Dakota Access Pipeline, the Energy Transfer Partners, the parent company, is going to make an extra buck. And not only that, but Donald Trump is also going to make an extra buck off this. It's been reported that Donald Trump actually has a personal interest in the Dakota Access Pipeline, having invested over $1 million in DAPL and currently owns stock in the $3.8 billion project. And of course you have Rick Perry, Secretary of Energy. You know, Rick Perry.
Oops.
Yeah, that guy. Well, once he was done being governor, he went on the board of Energy Transfer Partners. So that guy is now Secretary of Energy. Of course, we knew this was going to happen, but it still doesn't minimize it. It still doesn't make it not a horrible thing. This is bad. This is not good. Now, of course, Keystone XL itself, aside from DAPL, look, that thing gets built, game over for the climate. And that's because oil sands are literally the dirtiest carbon-laden fuel source that we can find. I mean, it's really bad. Producing a barrel of oil from the oil sands actually produces about 3 times more greenhouse gases than a barrel of conventional oil. So it's potent stuff. It's bad. And Keystone, of course, since this oil is so bad, right, because of the makeup of the oil sands themselves, it's going to degrade the pipeline even quicker, which means we're going to have more leaks. So expect leaks from the Keystone XL pipeline, which is going to devastate the land. So, you know, with both Keystone and Dakota Access, looks like we're in a world of hurt. And basically, I know I'm this is bad news. And I'm saying it 100. I think the climate is pretty much fucked if we don't find some way to stop these pipelines. I don't know. Maybe we can have another women's type of march on both, Dakota Access and Keystone XL. Just imagine if 3.7 million people show up to Standing Rock. That would be kind of amazing. But I'm thinking there would have to be some sort of massive, peaceful civil disobedience. Something. Anything. I mean, it is the future that we're talking about. We've already hit the limit of carbon in our atmosphere, 400 ppms. Okay, we were not supposed to go over 350. We're over 400. We're constantly 400. We're feeling the effects of climate change right now. It's affecting our environment, and it's only going to get worse the more we continue to burn fossil fuels. So, I mean, ocean acidification, record levels, and 2016 just broke another record for hottest year. And it's going to continue. 2017 is going to be hotter than 2016, 2018, on and on and on. Because the planet is warming. What part of this do people not understand? Hey, the planet's getting warmer. We're putting carbon in the atmosphere. It's called science. It's called the greenhouse effect. You put more carbon into the atmosphere, carbon traps heat from the sun, things get warmer. Climate change is real. And look, everybody who's cheering for this, what you're cheering for is your own destruction and the destruction of everyone else around you. So you've got that to look forward to. And look, on the whole, but we need energy independence. We need energy independence. Well, look, this is not going to help energy independence. It's kind of a myth. See, energy independence isn't actually a thing when you're dealing with multinational corporations. In Keystone XL, Energy Transfer Partners, I'm sorry, that's Dakota Access, but the company that owns Keystone XL, it's a Canadian company. It's not an American company. It's not American energy. It's literally coming from Alberta. How is that domestic energy? How is that energy independence? And really, this whole thing, both pipelines are essentially going to be conduits for this oil to go from different places, the Bakken fields, when it comes to Dakota Access, and the Alberta tar sands with Keystone XL, we're just piping it through our country so we can ship it out and sell it to the rest of the world. Again, how is that energy independence? We're not going to use it here, and even if we could, we shouldn't. Because, again, we've got climate change, we've got the risk of leaks with a lot of these oil pipelines. We shouldn't be doing this. And at most, it's going to create maybe a couple hundred jobs for construction. And again, will likely leak and contaminate a major aquifer, Lake Oahe and the Missouri River. You're going to essentially turn people's water into something that might actually be worse than Flint. And to top it off, Republicans are also planning to gut the EPA. So here we go again. And look, this is disaster in every different metric that you could measure. Okay? Look, even people who support it, you're going to be living in this world too. It's going to be a disaster for you as well. Because there's going to be a time when it's too late, when you come to realize, oh shit, I can't drink oil. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.